Hi, my name is Rusty Beck, and this is Identity, a vlog dedicated to exploring what it means to be human. This is the 6th post in a story I'm calling The Long Shadow, documenting Reserve Officer Buzz Watson's investigation into a 30-year-old unsolved murder of his father and uncle, shot to death during an ATM robbery. Today we are walking on the street where Buzz spent his teenage years with your mother and your stepfather, right? So what was that like?
Oh, it was great. My mom was introduced to Javier when I was 14.
14, so okay, so that was 3 years after your father died. And how did they meet?
We all went to the same church, actually. Javier moved into our parish, and 9 months after he and my mom met, they got married, and we all moved into this house together. And then I started Hollywood High.
It looks very all-American.
Well, it's changed a little since the late 80s and early 90s, but yes, it is all-American. And so is Javier and the whole Duarte side of my family.
And do you still consider them your family?
Oh, yeah, for sure. We're always in and out of each other's homes. We mostly spend birthdays and holidays together.
You're smiling.
Yeah. I'm remembering sitting in the kitchen here with my grandmother while she made tamales, and me talking to her in English and her talking to me in Spanish, and how we somehow understood each other.
And you never had any problems with Javier?
No. Partly because I was just so grateful to him, that I didn't want to be a problem. And he was just a nice, charismatic guy. And he taught me Spanish. And not just how to speak it, but how to write it and how to read it. And even after Javier died.
And when was that?
The year before I graduated college. You see, Javier was a structural engineer, and he was away in Lakeway, Texas, to consult on a school they were building there. And he had a heart attack in his hotel room. Look, I don't want to talk about that really, except to say that Javier had made sure that if anything happened to him, we'd be all right financially, and we were. Anyway, the most important thing I learned from Javier, besides how loving your family is not optional, is that if you set goals for yourself and you sit down and work toward really hitting them, and your persistence.
You're smiling again.
Yeah. Because I found another partial that matches up exactly.
You found another partial? When did that happen?
Last night.
That's
before
amazing.
you get too
Buzz, you
excited,
can run the print.
hold
You
on.
can run the print now.
Not yet. I mean, before I only had 2 points of identity. Now I have 7, and I'm only 5 away.
I thought that the software only needed 7 points to extrapolate a match.
The LAPD requires 12 points to identify a suspect, and even the FBI needs 8. We're very close now. Look, the whole time I've been working on this investigation, I keep thinking about how everything I've learned from my stepdad is helping me find the men who murdered my father, and how grateful I still am to him and for all the time I spent in this house.
Buzz, that is a great story and such good news. Now you got me smiling. Okay. I just can't believe that we may actually be close to finding a resolution for this case. I'm sure that there is a way to ace this partial process, and we'll be back next week, hopefully to tell you how we did it.
We?
And by we, I mean Buzz. Until then, I'm Rusty Beck, and this is Identity.